Welcome back, everybody, to the First Time Pictures podcast. I'm your host, Julian Lizama, with my co-host, Anthony Ruth, and we review movies for the first time. And on today's episode comes the series finale to the Lord of the Rings series, Return of the King.
Tell the audience where we saw this one, because we planned this one. We've been bragging about this in every previous one, but just remind them.
Dude, just in case you haven't been keeping up, guys, we actually, both of us, saw this movie at the AMC theater on the big screen for the first time ever.
First time.
Butts in seats. Bro, I think we were actually there at the same time, right? Your movie started at 1?
Yeah, started at 1.
My movie started at 1.
Too.
Dude, did you tell me your movie started right at 1 or like...
Bro, okay. I wanted to rant about this, okay?
Please.
Because I'm pretty sure you had the same thing.
Yep.
1 o'clock starts, right? And... you're going to know exactly where I'm going with this. Usually, sometimes a director will give like, hey guys, I just want to say thank you. I had a lot of fun making this movie. Hope you enjoy The Lord of the Rings. And so Peter Jackson comes up on the screen. I'm like, oh, babe, that's Peter Jackson. He's the director of the movie. He made this movie. And we're like, whoa. I was like, yeah, this is going to be cool. He's going to say something cool. And this motherfucker yapped for 15 minutes straight. Do you remember that episode of The Office where Michael Scott brought in one of the old founders of the company, and he was like, "Well, first I met Mifflin. He was a young guy, 22," and then he kicks him out because it's just unbelievably boring.
Uh-huh.
Bro, that's exactly how Peter Jackson was talking. All respect, but this dude should never publicly speak again in his life. I was so mad with his just constant mumbling and oh, spoiler alert. And then he would just say what happens. I'm like, you fucker. I brought my wife to this movie to see it for the first time. And he dropped I don't know, 3 or 4 spoilers just in the opening thing. And then, and then he was just yapping. So he was like, and then I went to Christopher Lee's apartment. His wife is Danish, of course, and she would always leave this alcohol. I'm like, bro, shut up. I don't care. I was in it for the first 5 minutes, and he started to say yeah, well, I think I need to wrap it up because you have a 3-hour movie. And I think someone in the audience was like, yes. And they actually yelled out yes. I'm like, thank you. I'm not the only one going crazy here that this guy is just yapping. But anyways, did that not happen to you?
Oh my goodness, bro. I'm so sorry you went through that because this is why I asked you, did the movie start right away? Because we, as regular AMC movie theaters goers, we know if a movie says 12 o'clock, you could show up at 12:25. And
bro, it says on the ticket, no commercials.
I did not look at my ticket. So I actually showed up to the movie theater at 1 o'clock. I was still in the parking lot 1:10. I was getting
I bet you still got snacks too.
No, I was getting popcorn. They have new cookies on the AMC menu. Make sure to get AMC StubHub for 3 free movies a week. And no, but they had a new menu. I was in line. I didn't feel rushed, but I told Kaylin, I was like, hey, just in case it's gonna start, go into the theater. I'll wait out here. And it took a minute or so, but as I walk into the Golem story already starting, and I was like, oh shoot,
that's pretty much the start of the movie, kind of.
Yeah, but the end part, where by the time I saw it, it already so I didn't know anything of the story.
Taking your sweet time. I swear to God, when you texted me the photo of the outside, I was like, that's timestamped for 1 o'clock. This motherfucker. I was like, I told Valerie, I was like, this dude's gonna get snacks as well. He's not catching. There's no way he's catching, because I know you will not pass up your snacks for the beginning of the movie.
Oh my goodness, bro. That's hilarious. Bro, I didn't read my tickets. You should have reminded me. What type of friend, bro?
I should have. My bad. You're right.
I didn't know to look, dude. I got screwed over. I missed it, but I asked Kaylin. I was like, what happened? What happened? She tells me, but now I'm kind of thankful because if I got that spoiler like you told me, he was.
Oh, uh-huh.
I would have been so mad, bro. I would have been pissed.
Yeah, Peter Jackson. Like he literally
Oh
goes,
my.
yeah, and then when we were filming that scene at the very end when Frodo was saying goodbye, oh, a spoiler alert. I'm like, shut up, shut
Oh my
up,
god.
Peter.
That that also ties in with another experience we had in theaters that I don't know if you guys experienced it, but he obviously put that message because everyone watching this is like massive fans. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
everyone's like,
yeah.
I've already seen the movie. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But for obviously you and I and your wife and Kaylin, we didn't know the movie. So during certain scenes, me and Kaylin were like, no, what? No
Oh,
way.
like actually
Like
reacting.
gasping one. Well, everyone's silent. Like I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't hear a reaction. I probably laughed at more scenes than anybody. I was gasped, like at so
yeah.
many scenes, while the whole theater is just dead silent. And so at the end, I was like, oh, no wonder. Like I felt loud. Like everyone's seen this movie, and like it
Yeah,
was
you're amongst like veteran
it
fans.
was a packed theater too. So like to hear like nothing is also like
Were
maybe
there laughs though?
yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, then you might have had a dead theater because my theater was laughing at like
Oh,
every
really?
joke and every little.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, I probably had a bad theater then. But for us, watching it in theater was so epic to watch this last one, bro. It was like really like,
It was
oh.
such a good way to cap off such a big story.
Big story it was, bro. And with that, should we get started? What is
Yeah, let's
the
get started.
synopsis?
Okay, so last when we left off, I think they continued their journey with Gollum,
Yeah.
and Gollum said, "She will take care of it." And what is she? So the
Mm.
synopsis is: Frodo and Sam have finally reached the shadowed land of Mordor and begin the final perilous leg of their journey to Mount Doom to unmake the One Ring at long last. However, as they draw closer to their goal, they remain unaware of the slippery Gollum's intentions to betray them. Meanwhile, Aragorn, Gandalf, and the rest of the Fellowship rally the forces of Middle Earth for one final stand against Sauron's armies.
Mm. The cultivation of all the movies before this
All the pieces coming together.
coming to this. And yeah, like I know I obviously missed Golem's freaking backstory, but I ended up watching it afterwards, and it's just kind of
Uh-huh.
I didn't know he was like a regular like hobbit, so I was like, oh, like that's kind of funny. Imagine like I know it's 500 years or whatever, but if his
Uh-huh.
relatives like lived on and their bloodline is still at the Shire. I was just
Oh
wondering. I was like,
yeah.
imagine
Right.
they make a side like a spin-off series like Frodo's like Golem's family. I don't know. But I I just thought like giving him a backstory. I was like, I wish I would have seen it to know because I was already starting to like Golem so much, and I
yeah.
think giving him more humility or what is it, humanity,
Yeah, yeah.
kind of just
Humanity.
I don't know. I'm like,
Well,
I get you,
it,
bro.
it kind of does the opposite because you see how he was just as sniveling and conniving as a hobbit. He's just, I think the ring just
It's the
amplified it. Like,
ring.
yeah, the ring amplified. Like he legit murdered for the ring,
And
and then once he put the ring on, then it just got
bro, we
worse.
don't understand what the ring does to a person, bro. Like maybe he didn't want
True.
to, but the ring knew like, oh, I can use this guy and mess with him, bro.
Yeah.
It's not his fault. It's the ring's fault, bro. That's who we need to blame, bro. This story is about the ring.
He was
When
weak minded. He was weak minded.
we're great,
Jedi tricks only work
great
on the weak
reminder.
minded.
We're all weak minded. It's deep.
Preach.
Gets deep.
Amen.
Gets deep. Bro, I was gonna, dude. One of the crazy scenes that starts off the movie, what's his name, Saruman? Uh,
Yeah.
when he gets murdered, is that not like a crazy
It wasn't like that
scene?
in the book.
Oh, really?
Not at
How
all.
does he die in the
I
book?
turned to Valerie. So what happens in the book?
Right away. This is not accurate.
It's because it's wildly different. It's not like, well, he
Mm.
didn't shoot him. He got stabbed. It's wildly different. Basically, he's just from what the Ents did, the trees and Treebeard, they completely take him out of the game, and he's just a sore loser in that tower for the rest of the fight. And you're gonna love this. So
Hmm.
at the end of the movie, right, when they go back to the Shire, the hobbits, they start seeing how there's other hobbits who are being like sort of fascist, like they're like legit they're armed guards, and they're like telling people, and anybody who speaks out of line or doesn't do what they say, they're like kidnapping them, and they never see those people again. And Frodo and the whole gang, just the hobbits, so Merry, Pippin, Sam, Frodo, they don't know what's going on, and they keep referencing that there's somebody like who came to town and started controlling hobbits, or like put hobbits and like formed a little like militia, and like now a whole bunch of hobbits are scared. And it's super cool because Merry, Pippin, Sam, and Frodo have a little adventure where they have to stop and figure out who is like taking over the Shire, but they have no help of Aragorn, Legolas, or Gandalf. So it's like a pure Hobbit adventure, mini adventure at the end of the book where there's no help and they have to be the ones to defeat the villain. And towards the end of the story, they find out that Saruman was basically so salty and so pissed that he came back just to like fuck up their lives, basically. Like there's no end goal. He was just like, yeah, I want to kill you guys and I want to like take over the Shire. And then he ends up disrespecting Wormtongue, and then Wormtongue stabs Saruman and kills him. And I think they both die in that moment or something, or maybe Wormtongue lives, but it's this really cool adventure where they're actually like they actually get in some fights like on their own, and they fight back and they defeat some people all the way to the point to where they face Saruman in the end. So when I'm watching the movie, I'm like, that definitely didn't happen in the book. Like that's
Mm.
not even remotely close. But it didn't upset me because you'd have to make another like half a movie for that whole last adventure. It's like impossible to fit that in anyways.
That's funny because I think that scene also is only in the extended edition. They don't show that one in the
Oh, his
theatrical.
death, like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, yeah, so you might not even see Saruman die at all in the theatrical.
But I mean, I do like that, but for there to be like a whole nother story afterwards, like I don't know if I would have liked that though. Like after we win, and then it's like, oh,
Definitely
here,
not for a movie.
right? It would have been,
For the book,
yeah,
I
for the
liked it
book, for
because
the book,
it's
yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah,
but him dying on screen on the movie theater, just like his
right,
his body like getting.
impaled.
Oh, I was like, ooh, looking at Caitlin
And
like
then submerged in
that's.
water head first. I don't know why that's such a morbid image of somebody going underwater head first, lifeless. I'm like, ugh,
I know they
that's
went
morbid.
they went deep on that detail, bro. Like too
Yeah.
much. Like oh my goodness. Um,
Yeah.
but from that scene we get like something that starts one of the conflicts of the movie. I don't know if it's Merry or Pippin, but he picks up, that thing that Saruman had, the eye of something, and
That
like
ball. Yeah.
he like looks into it, and and then Gandalf starts looking at him like, something's up with you, bro. Like I know it. And then
Yeah.
of course it's always their fault that something's happened to the main
Well, okay,
gang.
you just said it's the ring's influence. This was that guy's influence, and he wasn't supposed to look too deep into that ball.
Well, the first time he didn't know, and then the second time it's out of pure greed, bro. He said, "Oh, I want it. I
No,
want to
no, no.
look
The
into
second
it."
time was the influence. So the first time was like, got you. Like I got my hands on your mind,
Ah.
and then now I'm like gonna keep on gnawing at your mind until you get a second look. He basically got some morphine or some amphetamines, and he needed a second hit, bro. He couldn't stop until he got a second hit.
No, bro. Merry and Pippin always messing it up for the main gang.
Oh my
Should have died in the
gosh.
first movie. I stand on that.
Oh my
The tree
gosh.
should have crushed him in the second one. I stand on that. Like, Merry and Pippin messing it up for the gang. They steal the ball from Gandalf. After, bro, if Gandalf says don't do this, I'm not doing it, bro. Like, you don't mess with
True.
Gandalf, and
Very true.
they think they're hot shit, bro. So Merry and Pippin mess it up, and I don't know why that causes Gandalf to need to leave with him. I think I get confused at that point. I don't know why they had to leave. Do you know what was the reason?
So I think it's also because like now that he has that ball, I think had some influence on Pippin, or was it Merry? I forget.
Yeah, one of them.
I think it was Pippin.
Mm-hmm.
So like he basically needed to watch over him because he is a liability now that Saruman has a hold on him. So he's like, hey, we're gonna go and do this, but you are not leaving my sight because I'm like the only one who can probably like stop you from being a liability because he's got his claws on your brain and you're gonna you might be influenced to do something wrong. So stay close to me.
That makes sense. And then so he rides off, and I think he rides off to, I think it's Gondor, cause
Gondor.
so that's where he's riding off with him. And this, bro, is like one of like, oh, dude, watching it in theaters, just such a heartbreaking scene of what happens when Faramir like gets
Faramir.
sent to go fight that army, bro, like by his dad.
Oh, Faramir, yeah.
Like, wasn't that a sad scene, bro? Like he like knows his dad.
Is such a bitch, bro.
Oh,
Like such a bitch.
dude, the true villain of the story, bro. Like,
Right.
such a sad scene. He's like telling his son, like, you're gonna go do this, and Gandalf's like, that's murder. And he's like riding down the streets, his son, and he says like the quote, where does my allegiance lie if not here? It's like, damn, bro, like he's a ride or die for his country.
Yeah.
Even for this idiot, bro, and it's like just so sad. Like
yeah.
Kaylin was crying during this scene. Like I was like,
Aww.
I was like, I just kept looking over, like, damn, like, no way he's actually like just gonna go and kill himself. And you see them riding out, bro. Oh, there's like 1,000, I don't even know, goblins or whatever, and freaking arrows in the sky. They're gone, bro. It's game over.
Yeah.
And then they're cutting back and forth to the dad. He's like eating, and he has the
just like a slop.
Ugh.
Just eating like a pure slop.
The-
Squishing, like wipe your chin, buddy.
like the blood basically coming off of his lips, bro.
I know, and those tomatoes just bursting everywhere.
Oh,
I know.
true villain, bro. So when that guy,
He even eats like a villain. He even eats like a villain.
so when that guy ends up dying, bro, at the end, like that was probably the hype of the movie. He catches on fire, freaking kamikazes off the edge, like. Bro specifically knew where he wanted to run, dude. Like,
Right.
he caught on fire, so I'm gonna jump off of the ledge. Like, so very, very full circle moment for that guy. But yeah, that scene was very sad. Seeing Faramir riding away into his death. But does he die? I don't know. We'll see. But again, this movie we follow Gollum, Frodo, and Sam. And this is where like Golem also is like being so much more like a weasel too. He's like, Sam's gonna ask for it. And then you're like, ooh, Sam, why are you asking for it? When he asked for it later, like it's like fuck.
Oh yeah.
Right? Like Golem was right. He's like saying, Sam's gonna ask for it, and Sam's like, oh, I'll hold it. Like Frodo's like, no. So like I just like all the things that Golem does to like corrupt Frodo, because he kind of knows, he understands Frodo. He's like, yo, I know what that feels like. Like, I know you're on that good shit, basically. So, kind of manipulate him to feel certain things to Sam. But just that whole thing of them kind of going together, I thought was more fun because I really like that in the second movie. Them just kind of traveling. It's more of that, but now like dark and scary, and you see Sam like poor Sam, bro. He's just going through it. Like not Sam, Frodo. Poor Frodo.
Yeah.
He's just going through it. Like he looks so bad in this movie. Like it's actually sad. Um, One thing I was confused was that scene where they were like lighting the things on fire. I was like,
What thing?
why did they have to be sneaky about it? Like, you know, when Gandalf sends, I don't know if it's Merry or Pippin to light that thing on fire.
Oh, because basically they're asking for aid from Rohan without the king's permission, basically. And the king was like saying no, like he was just being a little petty bitch and not wanting to like put up a good fight, you know?
Oh, and the
Because
king
he
was
didn't get
that
the
dad?
ring.
Oh.
Yeah, and so Aragorn is supposed to be the king of that kingdom, but that's why he is he's like a temporary stand-in, basically. And so that's also why he's like pissed that like, oh, I know you're with Aragorn. Oh, you're trying to take my seat off the throne. Like he's being very petty about everything. He's
Oh,
just a
wait.
horrible person all around.
Aragorn is supposed to be the king of Gondor?
Yeah, like he's the rightful heir because he's a descendant of
Oh.
the royal bloodline. And so when Gandalf shows up, that's like one of the first thing he calls him out on. He's like, "I know you're with Aragorn. Like I know you want to just take this throne." And they're like, "Bro, like you're gonna die if we don't like. There's not gonna be a throne if you don't help us." But you know him.
Okay, I didn't know Aragorn was like of Gondor, that big old palace with Boromir. So like him and Boromir, like kind of cool with each other in a way, because isn't Boromir supposed to be like the next quote unquote king of Gondor?
Boromir?
Yeah, from the first movie.
Oh yeah, just because he's the son of the stand-in king.
Oh, so
But
standing king. Okay.
yeah, like they're not the royal bloodline. So if Aragorn has like all the rights to the throne.
But I wonder how Boromir. Maybe in the first one, Boromir didn't know Aragorn was the main descendant. Because then they would have been like bickering with each other, kind of like, "Hey, no, I'm the king," and Aragorn, "No, actually, I'm the king." Like, actually,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
maybe. I think they had an interaction, but I think his dad is just particularly petty and bitchy about it. Like I don't know. I feel like maybe Boromir or Faramir, they seem like the type of dudes who might have been like, "Well, you're the rightful king. Like,
Yeah, true.
I'll let you get it."
Dude, can I tell you what I think my biggest gripe is with the movie? I actually have a big one.
What?
It's the ghost men. Is is that story not like the most convenient story ever? Like how convenient?
Is it convenient? Because if
Kinda.
you think about it,
They
okay,
never
let's
set
take the
it up.
rule. Let's take the rule they say where if you want something to be possible, right, in your film, then you have to establish that it's possible like in the beginning. And
Yes.
they did establish that there are certain areas that are like haunted and have like spirits or like these wills from like the dead people. So whenever like with the marshes, the dead marshes,
Yeah.
like that wasn't just a vision. Like that place is basically actually haunted, and if you like look in the water too long, it'll get you. So, but the difference is Aragorn going to this place where all the soldiers died fighting. He has like, uh, what's the word? He has leverage with these ghosts. We're like, yo, I'm actually, like, I got the royal bloodline in me, so they sort like I think it fits within the universe. You don't?
It's just like, yeah, I get the story they introduced, how you said, but bro, he's camping out with these random soldiers at this random camp out where so conveniently there's this opening to a mysterious place where he enters, and it so happens to be ghosts, very specific ghost. In fact, the ghost that made a pact with his father or great grandfather, and because they broke that pact specifically with his father, that they have to listen to him so that he can set them free. I'm like, bro, like how convenient that you ran into them in this very specific moment. Like for me, it felt a little like okay, whatever. Like I was trying so hard to like it, but just seeing these ghosts like destroy everybody in that fight did not feel like it didn't feel satisfactory. Like it didn't feel good to see that. I wasn't like, yeah, let's go. I was like, bro, this is OP, bro. Like this, I don't know. I don't know why I had a problem with it, but if you say it fits in the story, it's probably just my feeling of no, bro. That's
Your
not
gripes.
that's not how it should be. That's my one gripe with the movie. That's it though. Not that many gripes. That's it. But yeah. Anyways, Ghostman coming out. Whatever. Okay, no. I have two gripes. I forgot about this one. The girl, when she kills the Witch King, I'm like, bro, like how does she kill the Witch King? Like
He said no man can kill me. And then she said, I am no man.
is she
It's a
trained?
big hint that,
Is she trained?
oh, you need a training arc.
No.
You need a training arc for women.
Like who is she?
To justify
Who
them being
is
able to
she?
fight.
Who is she?
She's
dude?
Eowyn, bro.
I don't know who that is. I thought she was just some random girl who like wanted to fight. And like that's cool, but like she was doing crazy stuff on the battlefield too. Like was she trained in the arts or like how does she just know how to do this stuff, you know? Cuz she's riding with like the Rohan riders, bro. Like,
Let's assume yes.
that's the
Let's
top
assume
of the top.
yes.
Okay, if she's trained like the Rohan whatever riders, then I respect it. Like those people are good. So if she was trained like them, okay, I'm with it. But I just thought she was a regular schmegler lady. You know what I mean? I didn't know she was, she was a black ops.
I mean, I think she's been trying to fight for like 3 movies, bro. I think if you want to fight that badly, yeah, like in the past movies, she's been wanting to be sent out like so badly since the beginning. I think that implies she's like I am trained, like I can help.
I am no man. Shink. Kills that guy. Witch King, by the way, was voiced by Andy Serkis. Pretty fun fact. The boy
Treebeard.
I wonder if he gets
Wait,
paid. The Witch King, the one where the
Oh, really?
she kills him. I wonder if he gets paid double, for like another role.
He should.
Or if it's like, hey, you're already getting paid $15 million every movie. Can you just record like 10 lines for us for free?
He better. That man better have gotten paid.
I guess another scene that comes up is the Shelob lair. We get introduced to the lady that Golem was talking about in the second movie. Shelob, the spider.
Yeah.
Was this different in the book or not? Because
it was almost exactly as it was in the book. As far as I remember, like maybe like a sequence of events changes, like this person stabbed first before he jumped on the rock, or
yeah.
Like something super inconsequential, but everything in that scene was like, oh man, like it felt like I was seeing it all come to life. And I remember when I was reading the book or listening to it, I was so hyped because Sam just kept like, stepping up like moment after moment. So every time you're like, Sam, he's too lovey, I'm like, bro, he's literally the MVP of the whole arc. If he wasn't there accompanying Frodo, nothing gets done. It stopped there. It stops there easily.
Bro, I bet in the book he sounded freaking epic, bro. Like I bet Sam sounded so cool in the books, and the way they in the movies, bro, he sounds so whiny and like, I need your love, Mr. Frodo, please. And like he's the Chad. Like I don't disagree with you. Like his arc at the end.
You're just a Sam hater, bro. You're such a hater.
No, I told you Sam was growing on me, and I talked to some people also about like that I'd watched The Lord of the Rings, and everyone
Uh-huh.
loves Sam. So like, I think I was like, okay, maybe I'm being too,
So
maybe
you're being peer pressured. You're like, fine.
because the way they put like exactly what you said, like without Sam, nothing gets done. Like he's the bearer of the ring bearer, which is probably
Yeah.
a harder task.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean Sam, him as a archetype, cool. I get it, but him in the movie is
Like,
like
I guess you're cool. You want to hate him so badly, bro.
he's cool, whatever. But so we get that layer scene, and that's when Frodo basically gets a one-way ticket into Mordor right there because they find him and they pick him up and take him uh, up into the ring, and um, that's kind of where like the big climax of the movie comes, where I'm like,
Oh, and
no,
you have
bro,
to mention that line again where he says, "I can't carry your burden, but
but
I
I
can
can
carry
carry
you,
you.
bro." Literally puts him on his back like the goat he is.
Dude, put him on his shoulders first. Cause that scene, like that scene's crazy. That scene in the theater,
Yeah.
bro, big screen. You see the lava, like,
Yeah, it was. It was.
like seeing everything on together. And that's like that whole last series just felt even more epic, bro. Again, so glad we were able to see it in freaking theaters. Um,
Yeah.
But yeah, we're getting to that last scene where we're getting so close to Frodo finally throwing the ring off, and yes, Sam's carrying him. We're going, and he's gonna go. Like me and Kaylin, we're like, oh my god, it's gonna happen, like
He's
we're
about to do it.
we're like, yes, Frodo, toss it in there, and then, bro, like I like, did everyone see the plot twist coming, or like was I
Oh,
like
Gollum.
no, like Frodo saying.
Oh, Frodo, like turning at the last second. Yeah.
Did you expect that when you were reading it, or like did you think he was gonna just throw it in there?
I wasn't expecting it. I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like I was so disappointed. Like don't fall for it. Come on.
Like, isn't that crazy, bro? Like the ring finally got him, like
Yeah.
last second,
At the last second.
bro. Jaw dropping moment. Frodo like
It was
disappointed,
crazy.
like
And so like
Frodo. Mm-hmm.
I've heard it mentioned before how I think I don't know if they said it in the movie, but I think in the book Frodo even says like at the end of the day, we wouldn't have been able to destroy the ring even in the last moment if it wasn't for Gollum. And
Mm,
it's kind of poetic that after all his suffering, he's the one who gets to finally destroy it along with like all that suffering that he's going through. Like he's at his limit. He's put out of
mm,
his misery or he puts himself out of
yeah.
his misery even if it's incidentally, it's almost like the Darth Vader, throwing Palpatine down the
Mm-hmm.
hole in the very last movie. It's poetic that he gets to destroy the ring and end his own misery.
Golem, the true MVP of the whole movie. He took our
Just
guys.
to take it from Sam, just to take it from Sam.
Bro, if it wasn't for Golem, they don't get from wherever they were to the doorsteps of
That's true.
Mordor.
That's actually very
Like,
true.
even like you said, last second, if it wasn't for Golem jumping on Frodo, ripping his finger off, like,
That actually, even in the book, I was like, what? Like he bit his finger clean off.
oh, such a crazy scene seeing Golem go like
Yeah, I love that
ravage.
it. Right, I love that it added an element of like brutal struggle. Like it's not like
Mm.
he takes the ring. It's like a brutal scene where he's biting limbs
Wow,
off to
yeah.
get this ring back.
Such a good scene, bro. I was me and Kaylin like clenching, like what's gonna happen, and
Yeah,
we're not knowing because honestly, I told you my biggest thing with the whole movie was what is this ring gonna do to Frodo? That's was my only like my main story plot that I was really focused on, and seeing it get him last second was like, wow, like someone like our guy Frodo, like he got. And like I was watching a bunch of reviews, and they're all giving like meaning to stuff, and they're saying,
Yeah.
Frodo's like all of us, even the best, can come short sometimes. And it's like, yeah, you're right, bro. If someone like Frodo, like that guy, like he seemed like,
very relatable.
Like, you just at the end it got him, and it's like we get like, I can't believe that happened to him, and it's like, because we understand that. So, but
and he's as innocent as it gets, so it's like makes it extra relatable that like this guy is pretty pure, like he's like pure of heart and everything, and when you're put in that situation like he is, you just can't. Sometimes there's nothing you can do.
Yeah. Isn't this one of the biggest changes though from the book and the movie that I've heard? Is at the end we see Gollum get the ring, and he has it, but then another last ditch effort from Frodo. He comes and he spear tackles Gollum, and Gollum falls, and then we get that scene him falling and catching the ring and going, and then we're like, what, did Frodo die? But no, Frodo's there hanging. But in the book, doesn't something differently kind of happen that you remember?
Not that I remember. Did you read something?
So what they were saying was Gollum actually just trips in the book. So he just gets the book and he like out of excitement or something, he just trips into the lava. Not like a Frodo tackling him. So when Peter Jackson had made the movie, that's something where everyone was like, that what? Like Frodo doesn't do that. Like that's not what Frodo does.
They're pissed about that.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, like would I? Which one?
Now that you say it though, that is out of character. Like pushing him.
Like he just wanted like, he like spear tackled both of them, but still, like, wow, Frodo, you're even a killer now, like without the ring. Like,
yeah, right.
But would you have rather Frodo done that, or just kept to the Gollum, like almost like comedically falling in? You know what I mean? Because that's maybe what their only other option was. Like, how do you make Gollum fall in and not it be so ridiculous and in an intense moment?
Yeah, I think it's funny you bring that up, because as it was happening, so I didn't remember that exactly what happened in the book, but from my foggy memory, I was like, okay, this is the part where he falls in. That was what I was assuming was going to happen. Not that I was like, yeah, I read or I remember listening to that part, but I was just assuming, I'm assuming that's what happened in the book. And then as he was playing with it, I was like, how are they going to make him, it literally crossed my mind, how are they going to make him fall without it looking so like convenient,
Yeah.
And so I guess Peter Jackson had that same thought, like, oh, I don't want it to look so convenient for the plot, and so do you have something look ridiculous? Pick your poison. Have it look ridiculous, or have Frodo do something slightly out of character. Which would you choose?
I feel like the Frodo one, you kind of have to give him that. It's like, in baseball, they give you a toss-up, like something easy so you can smack the shit out of it, like that's what they call it in baseball. They had to give him something easy to do, because he just, all that goodwill, like he was building up until last second, he just threw it away. And like, we're like, you fell for the ring, like, go redeem yourself, boy, like, go tackle him. And so they gave him like something to go do last second. And I mean, I think that's as good as it gets. Like, he was on a mission to destroy it. Him in his head, in this movie, they had conversations like, we have enough bread to get back. He wasn't even worried about getting enough bread to come back. He was just worried about having enough bread to get himself there, because he didn't expect to come back. So, a last second kamikaze for the ring is just like, okay, you kind of redeem yourself. Like, I'll give it to you. And it's like, okay, damn, like, bro really wants to go destroy this ring. So, I mean, I like that they did that, because, I would not like Gollum tripping to fall in. Like, that just sounds a little ridiculous. Like, him, whoop, 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 whoop. Like,
You imagine like a very cheesy or corny looking
yeah.
trip.
But even how they show the ring falling, like Golem doesn't care he's dying. He's like, I have the ring, and he falls in there, and the ring's kind of almost floating on the lava, just showing like, can I get out? Is there any way for me to leave? And then destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
And then I guess everyone dies once that ring's destroyed. Like, that's how it works. Everyone's just it conveniently destroyed the ground where the enemies were only. So convenient.
I guess because it was Mordor. Like it was just the entire place was evil. With Sauron.
So yeah, they destroy the ring. Our heroes succeed, and something interesting that also kind of happens after this. They show like everyone's life like afterwards, just kind of like, oh well, shit.
Yeah.
Like we just went on the craziest adventure ever, and now we're drinking at the bar. Like can't get any crazier than whatever just happened. Like you peaked your life basically at that point.
Yeah, and then they just that first sip is like, oh, things are normal again for once. Like it's been a minute.
It's just so crazy. Like I don't know how you can live your regular life after that. It's
yeah.
Something I was reading was like what's the name, J.R.R. Tolkien, like
yeah, J.R.R. Tolkien.
That's how it was after war, bro. Imagine going to war. And then you come back.
Oh, and trying to acclimate to regular society.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I killed people. I was in active battle.
That's such a good point.
Like,
because I felt that I was like, how do you like? Of course you breathe, but you got to be a little traumatized. Like, how do I just how do I relax now? If I like, it feels like the characters also forgot how to relax and had to settle in for a minute.
Such a sad thing to have to go through, like, fighting, and you come back, try to live a regular life. So shout out to any of our troops listening. We salute our troops here at First Time Pictures Podcast. But also after that, I got kind of confused at this scene too. They're going to the other land, Gandalf, like where are they going at the end basically? I don't know where they were going.
Okay, so I could be completely wrong. So if there's any diehard Lord of the Rings fans listening,
just judge them in the comments.
Apologies in advance. Yeah, but judge me in your comments and tell me how wrong I am. I want to know how wrong I am. Yeah. But basically, Middle Earth is like that whole continent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And whenever elves go to like their little heaven, because they're basically immortal, I think, and when they go to their little heaven, it's like a little heaven place that they go to that's like not on Middle Earth. And basically Frodo was like, the wound still hurts, like, and you see that with Bilbo as well. Even though the ring's destroyed, the ring's influence doesn't, like, if it's gotten a hold of you and you've worn the ring, it doesn't even it's there forever. So even Bilbo was like, can I please see it? I just want to touch it one more time.
Yeah,
and so crazy. Frodo was recognizing like, hey, the wound still hurts. It's not going to go away. Like, I'm not going to just be able to live my life normally. Like, I just can't go back to the way things were. And so I got to go to the holy place. Like, I'm going to have to say goodbye forever and go to the Holy Land where I could, like, die out in peace, basically. That's, from what I understand. Tell me how wrong I am in the comments if you happen to be listening to this.
Okay, yeah, because I was like, where are they going? But even seeing that scene with Bilbo, like, where's the ring? All old, like, oh, bro.
Oh, yeah. See, because he wasn't aging with, like, when he had the ring, it let him live, like, abnormally long and well.
Yeah, just crazy that even, like you said, when the ring's destroyed, it still has a hold on you. Bilbo asking, please, let me just touch it. And yeah, that's kind of where the movie leaves off. Frodo, Gandalf, Bilbo, they go off to elf heaven.
What did Kaylin think of, like, after finishing the movie, what did Kaylin think of the trilogy as a whole? Because Valerie, dude, she said 10 out of 10. Like, the whole story, including the first one. She's like 10 out of 10, so good. I'm like, man, you like this movie more than I do,
I'm glad she said that too, by the way, because like just being able to like a series and become part of like a fandom,
right?
I think is the best part. And I think Kaylin, what she said, she loves the series like Die Hard. I think now at this point, and
Uh-huh.
it's just fun seeing your significant other like a series, because you know what it's like to like a series and think like a series is so awesome and it's the best. And I mean, I love this series. Like, I think it's cool. I'm glad I got into it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I completely agree. Like seeing that passion, like it's just cool seeing someone get passionate about
hmm
something. I'm like happy for them in a way.
yeah. And for a movie like this is a pretty cool one to be a fan of. Like, it's cool. It's an epic
Yeah.
tale. Like, you go through some shit, bro, and yeah, it's pretty relatable too. So I think Kaylin ended up loving the series. Might have to do a yearly binge, bro. I told you, my
Oh.
my uncle's girlfriend, her parents,
Uh-huh.
and her, they watch all three extended
Yearly.
editions back to back in the same day. Like, that's fun.
Bro,
So,
now that all of us have seen it, like it could be a tradition we do, like for the holidays, Like, hey,
mm,
let's just throw on this movie. This could be our holiday movies.
have like a 12-hour day, bro. That'd be crazy.
That would.
No, okay, we'll work on it. We'll let y'all know, guys. We might have to revisit the series.
Yeah.
But to give our ratings, bro, okay, we have to do two ratings. As one, we'll do it for the first time pictures, but we also need to throw in the first time series review and give one number for the whole series. But before you say the series, we need to think of a rating system for this movie. Um,
Ooh. Ooh. Let's think of something interesting. How many fingers would you bite off for this movie?
fingers that are bearing the ring of power.
How many phalanges would you rip off?
Oh, for this movie, dude.
Yeah.
Dog, I'm ripping off 10 out of 10 fingers for Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, bro. Like, what a freaking epic, bro. What a movie to
That's
watch.
awesome.
What a third movie to cap off a trilogy. Yes, I had some small little gripes, but
Gripes.
whatever, those things get obliterated by the greatness that was different parts of this movie that were just so fun to watch. We saw it in theaters, which I think is just gives it way more bias than the first
Yeah.
two.
It's
Like,
so grand.
yeah, it was epic. Glad I saw it in theaters, and it was just a great experience. We got to watch the series. Me and Kaylin, we got to watch the series together. We watched all the movies leading up to the big movie theater. It became like our own little project with my significant other. I know that's kind of how it was for you too.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so 10 out of 10, Return of the King. I'm biting off 10 fingers. I don't care if they have
Bro,
the ring or not, but
I'll
I'm
make it
biting them.
short.
Oh,
I'll make it short. Same. 10 out of 10.
let's
Like let's just get
go.
to it.
First time
I think all of
pictures.
us all of us thoroughly enjoyed just the grand like they're not completely flawless
Right.
movies, but this story was just so original,
Yep.
timeless, written so long ago, but it's still such a great story from start to finish. And it even Valerie was even saying that there's so many like things that you could just kind of use as analogies for yourself in life, like for people who are in war. And
Mm.
Valerie, like when she got married, she ended up moving, like across uh from Tennessee to Texas. So whenever uh Frodo was saying that he wants things, or like when the threads are undone, that like they can't ever be put back the same way,
Mm-hmm.
you know and she said she just really felt that. I'm like, man, there's just so many different
Mm.
stories where people can like insert themselves or connect with uh metaphorically. And I think that's what makes this story like stand the test of time. Like it just holds up in a very relatable way.
Beautifully said. Great overall. Glad we finally got to watch it too, bro. Because this is like
Probably the biggest series that we're gonna be doing for our podcast.
So we got our rating out the way for Return of the King, but as a series, bro, it I'm like, do we even need? I don't know. What would be your series rating on the whole Lord of the Rings series in terms of maybe the story, but then also like where it could rank up with maybe some of your more favorite series personally? Like, doesn't matter how critically acclaimed or whatever. None of that BS. Just what you personally are like. In my series, I'd rate it around here.
Honestly, I think from a filmmaking perspective, since they filmed all 3 movies at once, like back to back to back, I felt like it was so noticeable in a very positive way, because you can tell in the Star Wars movies, like the first, like episode 7 is J.J. Abrams, episode 8 Rian Johnson, episode 9, like you can completely tell all 3 of those are different directors with different visions. But this movie, or this trilogy, is probably for me the most cohesive like trilogy of movies, not just story wise, but like aesthetic wise, thematically. Everything was like, it felt like just 3 episodes of the same show. Like, it didn't feel like, oh, they clearly filmed this one 2 years later because the actors are a lot taller and this guy looks a lot skinnier, and then this guy got a little bit bigger, so he looks different. It's like just exactly how I like it, where there's not major changes because they had to split it up. They all just fit together perfectly well, in my opinion. So 10 out of 10.
Nice.
What about you?
I mean, 10 out of 10. I think I would know. I think I would probably be more leaning towards maybe like a 8.7 as a series. The reason for me, I love it. I'd probably revisit it. But I know like a lot of people, when they get into the series, they'd probably, maybe want to dive super deeply into it. I don't know if I'd care so much to dive into like all the Hobbit and all the side movies that just came out, the new Golem series. There's a lot of other series coming out, and that's when I feel as a series I'm really invested into it. To compare it with one of my like maybe topper series, I'm not even that deep into it, but Star Wars is like, I've seen the Star Wars movie.
It hasn't dethroned those for you.
They're still like,
it's not really rivaling.
It's like the interest for it is just not at there. So me, it's like as a personal rating, that's kind of where I put it on my series meter. But yeah, so that's been our Lord of the Rings review. From movie 1, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the King, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, and Lord of the Rings, Return of the Kings, bro. And what a way to start 2026, bro, with Lord of the Rings series. So if you've listened to all 3 of our episodes, please leave a comment, leave a review, whatever it might be. Let us know what you thought about the series. What facts we got wrong, if you learned anything new.
Let us know how wrong we were about the lore, because I don't mind being told. I kind of want to know, like, do I got this right? Let me know.
No, and also let us know if you learned anything. That's also a big one. If you learned at least one thing, let us know, guys, because we're teaching the youth on first-time pictures. That's what we do. That's what we do around here. But yeah, so next week's movie, we have it recorded, ready to go. It's going to be, rest in peace, Rob Reiner's, The Princess Bride. So that's
The Princess Bride.
That's gonna be next week's movie. We have it locked and loaded. So
that's gonna be a fun one.
That you can expect that to come out next week. So that's been our review. So yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Okay. Peace.
Peace.